Hello everybody, it's Bourbon Bill, and tonight, a very special episode. We're diving into the latest distillery exclusive from one of my favorite companies ever. It's Sagamore Jester Mead Cask Finish Distillery Exclusive. Holy smokes, that's a mouthful. I hope you're as excited as I am. So to all my Patreon subscribers, if you wanted one, it's coming. It's coming. I just got this in my hands. The week this video comes out, I just got it. I'm traveling part of this week, so I'll get them out to you guys soon. I promise. Because you're going to want to taste along and maybe watch this video later when you do it. So just what we hope is another banger from Sagamore Spirits in Baltimore, Maryland. You might go, Bourbon Bill, what the hell is Jester Mead? In layman's terms, it's an orange mead cask finish, orange honey liqueur cask finish on top of a rye. Holy shit, does that sound good, right? Price of these bad boys is $79 hairs a bottle even, plus tax in Maryland. Again, distillery exclusive. The only place you're going to get it is at the distillery. Let's go over the stats real quick. When this label first came out, the proof was like in the 90s. And I was like, it'll probably still be good like all their distillery exclusives are. But they went and surprised us and they put it out at 101 proof. Compute 50.5% alcohol by volume. They do a lot of their distillery exclusives at that proof. So I was cool with that. Even better than the original label said. All right, ready for this? 7-year-old rye. Finished for 2 years in a Jester Mead cask barrel. So that, let's do the math, 7 plus 2, 9-year-old total age statement on this right here. Batch 1A, pretty cool. This is bottle 436 of how many, I don't know. Now, flavor profile down here says floral honey, dark chocolate, orange peel. Who would have guessed that, right, with orange mead and the honey, come on. Subtle vanilla, chai notes, long-lasting rye spice finish. We look in the back here. This is distilled in Indiana, so this is all MGP. Pretty cool. They did this in partnership with Orchid Cellars and Meadery. So it's Orchid Cellar, Meadery, and Winery. They're in Maryland too. So they've done one other mead finish that I know of, and it is, some of you were sad you missed it, the Scribe mead cask finish, which was a cherry mead, also from Orchid Cellars, Meadery, and Winery. This one was 4 to 6 year blend, aged for 2 years and 5 months in a Scribe mead cask. One of my favorite Sagamore distillery exclusives of all time. This was a 2024 release. It did fairly well in my Sagamore blinds for last year. A big shout out to Mike Sutton for picking this up for me. Thank you, Mike. Always a strong supporter of the channel, and we just couldn't do it without Mike. So everyone should say thank you to Mike. And second big thank you tonight is the surprise comparison. The hell's this? Orchid Cellars Jester Mead, an actual bottle of the gosh dang mead. Thank you, Stephen Humma. What a champ and support of the channel as well. Sent this along. Gonna be a killer review. We're gonna try some mead. I've never had mead in my life, but this looks dark and delicious. So pretty cool. This is a 375 ml in this sexy slim bottle. And this is 16 to 18% alcohol by volume. So a little lower than we're used to, but there you go. So pretty cool. We're going to get to do all that for you tonight. But first, let's just dive into that Jester Mead from Sagamore. Color. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Nice and dark. Nice and dark. And I'm sorry I'm not wearing my Sagamore shirt. I can't even find it. Times are tough around here. All right, on the nose. Good Lord. Does that smell good? This is like an orange creamsicle. Man, I hate to say it, everything, they nailed the tasting notes on this one. Generally they don't, or sometimes they like weird shit out of nowhere, but this one, I'm getting definitely an orange honey note here. There's a chocolate on the back end, and there's like a subtle vanilla that kind of peeks in and out, you know. And then the rye spice, just a sweet Sagamore profile behind it. Smells fantastic down the hatch. Oh my God. Oh, that's so good. Oh, A++, absolute buy. Another killer distillery exclusive from Sagamore. Did we expect any less? No. No, we didn't. You know, we just expect perfection at this point in the game. And this delivers. This delivers. Pretty viscous on the palate for 101 proof. It's pretty thick. I say it drinks about 105, 107 proof. It drinks a little bit hotter than it is. Could be because it's a little bit fresh, but you definitely get like a honey note up front with the orange. But the orange isn't like, it's not like overpowering artificial orange. It's not that, right? It's just, it's a nice honey, like orange flavor there, right? But it's not overpoweringly orange. And then you get like a little bit of a bitter chocolate note, which kind of balances the orange out and just makes it just this awesome experience. There's a little bit of vanilla on the back end, and then the rye spice comes in at the end. Another fantastic win. All right, we'll pour up some of the Scribe mead here. So this was aged, 5 months longer, but it was a blend of 4 to 6 year rye, so a little bit younger on the initial aging. Proof though on that one was 110, so 9 proof points higher. All right, here's the Scribe mead. Here's the Jester. Oh man, oh the Jester's darker. Jester's darker. Now Scribe mead again is a tart cherry mead barrel. On the nose of the Scribe mead. Feels like a lighter honey note and then like some light cherry. Down the hatch. Oh, that's beautiful. Gosh, that's beautiful. Forgot. You just, when you haven't gone back to it a while, you forget how good these are. At 110 proof, this honestly feels a bit thinner than the Jester mead, but the Scribe mead is, again, this is all like cream, caramel, honey, and like some cherry mixed in. But again, the cherry is not overpowering or artificial. So if you like the Scribe mead and you like orange as much as you like cherry, I think the Jester is going to be right up your alley. Back to the Jester. Oh, I like the Jester better. It's just so much more syrupy on the mouthfeel. And it's a little bit denser and richer in the flavor. Like the honey's denser and richer. I think there's a little bit of a bitter chocolate and rye spice balances out the orange zestiness. So dang, you guys are going to love the Jester if you got it. We're part of my Patreon group. Or those that live near the distillery. You're going to love it. Love it. Thank you, Steve Humma. Thank you, sir. I'm excited for this. Going to put it in a clear Glen here. I know that's not it's probably not the proper mead drinking, but look at that little cork pop snuck right out of there. Now, I've never had mead. Don't know what to expect. Man, just what a cool sound in the bottle. Oh, that is dark. Here's the Jester Mead whisk. Oh, man, that is 5 shades darker than the Jester Mead Sagamore. So here it is. Jester Mead from Orchid Cellar. Actual mead right here on the nose. Smells like a bowl of honey. Wow, I mean, it smells just like honey with like a little bit of orange in there. Wow, it smells delicious. Am I about to drink a bowl of honey? Let's find out. Oh, is that good? Oh, man. I might need to get into the mead game, you know? Obviously very syrupy and mouth coating. Definitely like the floral honeys there. Way sweeter. I think the orange comes in on the back end here. Now back to the Jester Mead. Wow, going from the actual Jester Mead to the Jester Mead Sagamore. You can really taste the rye spice coming out now in the Jester Mead. I dig both. I can see how they play off each other. It's kind of amazing how the Sagamore, just Sagamore by itself is always kind of, it's a little bit sweet, right? But the mead, being finished in that mead barrel for 2 years didn't really add to the sweetness. It's not even as sweet as his mead. So that's pretty cool. So thank you again, Steve. I bet Rito's gonna like that too. What a good mix. One quick, just because I feel like experimenting. There's gonna be a video coming out on the new 7-year Sagamore cask strength, and I feel bad about it because I come on me. I ran out of like the old Sagamore cask strength, the 112. So some of the Patreon members are sending me some samples to compare to the new Maryland only Maryland distillate, 7-year cask strength from Sagamore. We're going to do that. We're going to talk about the new double oak from Sagamore, which is no longer not all MGP. It's MGP and their own distillate now mixed, so they've changed that. Just a lot of things. I also am going to film a video on the latest and greatest 9-year-old store picks available from Sagamore, so that's pretty cool. So if you like the 9-year from last year, they're doing 9-year picks. Here's the first one I've seen from Annapolis Whiskey Club. So we got a lot of Sagamore content coming up. If the Jester Mead wasn't your thing, or you just weren't part of my Patreon and didn't get one. But what I want to do is I'm going to take some of this 7-year. Now, obviously, the Jester Mead was 7-year MGP rye, finished for 2 years in the Jester Mead. But here's 7-year Maryland. Cask strength. We're going to dump just a little bit of the mead in there. We're going to swirl it around, and we have Bourbon Bill's homemade Jester Mead blend versus the real Sagamore Jester Mead. Bourbon Bill's version on the nose. Not even remarkably as good, gotta say. It's a little bit more, it's got like a dark cherry thing to it. With a little bit of honey down the hatch. Oh, is that good though? Man, it's like cherries and oranges fighting for the lead. Now the real Sagamore Jester. Oh, the finish on that. The real one's better, what can I say? But the poor man's version ain't bad. So if you guys saw it, please like, comment, subscribe. Consider joining Patreon, where you too could have access to such bottles as these. Have a good evening, everybody.